All right, huge breaking moment, headlines everywhere around the world. Ben Stokes have called retirement on his career, all international cricket, not only as captain of England, but not going to play any more international cricket. Interesting case, this, as it happened during the game on day four. I guess some of his teammates knew, but when I looked at Jacob Bethel's reaction in that change room video that they released on Sky, he looked very surprised. So I don't know who knew beforehand and who didn't. And but anyway, huge shock. What an incredible player, and that's what I would like to remember him for. It's an odd way of doing it. I think if anything, maybe leave it till the end of the test match. It wouldn't have done any harm to anyone. Not that this did any harm. That was his way of doing it, and maybe he just followed his gut feel and his instincts in doing it during the game. Personally, for me, as you guys know, I stepped away. I waited for the series to finish, let the dust settle, and then did it my own subtle little way. Other guys like it to call it before a start of a series, to say this is my last test series, like Morne Morkel, my good friend, did it that way. And Ben Stokes decided to do it in the middle of a test match, a series deciding test match. Now, whether that influenced the team emotionally or not, we'll wait to see. I don't really care about that. As long as he followed his instincts and his gut feel, fair play. And I mean, he is a down to earth guy the way that I know him. And I'm not talking about any of the incidents that happened over the years, but the way I played against him, there was always a lot of respect between the two of us. And the way he's played the game, looking from the outside in, I always had a lot of respect for the way he played cricket. Just a fine competitor with bat and ball. Always made things happen for his team, and he can look back at his career with a lot of pride. Some incredible moments and highlights throughout. I think of the World Cup win. We all know about that Test match against Australia at Headingley. He's done some insanely good things over the years that he can look back on and go, you know what, Stokesy, well done. So from my side, well played. What a career and lots of respect. And just about England, I mean, the way they decided to go out in that final innings was quite interesting. I actually bought into the fact that Stokes opened. I didn't mind that move. And Stokesy mentioned that afterwards as well. There was a tactical move for them. And to play almost like ODI cricket, especially with that new ball late in the day, to sort of try and get a bit of rhythm going and leave your more test-like players like a Root and some of the others for when you do get into the match, for them to actually steady the ship then. So they just did it the other way around. I don't mind it at all. But the way they did it is what I argue with. Why do the ball have to fly in the air everywhere when you're playing test cricket? You can still be incredibly aggressive and positive and put pressure on the bowlers by hitting good cricket shots. You can still go at 7 or 8 and over, whatever you want to, whatever that number may be, but there's no need to hit it up in the air. So who will take over from Stokes? That's the big question now. Will it be Joe Root, Harry Brook? Is there anyone else perhaps? A lot of people are leaning towards Harry Brook, and I sort of doubt if that is the right way forward. And also for Root, who's a little bit older now, I don't know if that's the right way. So maybe there is someone else. But just quickly on Harry Brook, the way he got out again and the reverse laps and scoops, once again, the ball's flying in the air. Phenomenal player. We know what he's capable of. But I'm a big believer of the ball doesn't have to go in the air. Why do you want to give the fielders a catching opportunity? Absolutely no need for that. So he got out at a bad time there for England on the end of day four. And I refer to day four because that's where all the chaos happened with Stokes opening, Harry Brook coming in, and it's just all kinds of risk taking. I don't mind risk taking, but there needs to be a bit of thinking behind it. And that also goes back to me being vocal about Bazball over the years. I've never minded Bazball, but it's the way you do it and the moments you wait for. So, in my opinion, the moment was perfect for England on day four to be aggressive at the back end. But the execution was really poor, and more so the thinking. And that's the long and the short. I like the positive thinking, but go out and do it in the right way. And if you get out thinking in the right way and trying to execute well thought out plans, it's fine. But when balls are picked up off the stumps and you get caught on fine leg or at fine leg, then I start doubting and questioning your thinking behind it all. And for Stokesy as well, he had some great shots, but a lot of risk taking across the line in the air. Keep the ball on the ground. Why not? There's absolutely no reason for you to hit it up in the air. Uh, anyway, that's the long and the short. Ben Stokes, you will be missed. Great career. We'll see how England recovers from this. Who will take over as captain? I'm leaning towards a Root and maybe someone more of a test kind of player to take over from Root, perhaps in a year or two's time, whenever Root is finished or ready to move that on. But I wouldn't go Harry Brook, in my opinion, unless he's prepared to change his way of playing and thinking. I don't mind the positive intent. Once again, I'll put emphasis on that. But just the thinking behind it all, it comes with experience. We just need more smart cricket out there from Team England and some of their batters. All right, so that is it. Ben Stokes said, yeah, I said to my wife, I don't actually think I have any more fight left in me to get over this, to be honest. So his retirement was considered before the start of the series. And I think just during that test match at Trent Bridge, that's where he really started feeling like it's time to move on. I still would have left it for after the test series, but that was his way of doing it. And I mean, I must say, he got a bit of a send off by the crowd. And maybe that was the thinking for him to sort of say thank you for everything, and the crowd to actually enjoy that moment as well. All right, I took a lot of criticism for not giving the crowd an opportunity to celebrate me, but that's the way I wanted it. I didn't enjoy those kind of things of the game coming to a standstill just for one player, unless you score big hundreds, of course. All right, so that's England and New Zealand, a fine test series there, and we bid farewell to Ben Stokes.